Republicans are seizing on the candidates' liberal positions to paint Democrats as far outside the mainstream. The Washington Post is pointing out, quote, casting Democrats as a scary and radical force is giving a fractured Republican Party a common thrust at a time when Trump's standing, even within his own party, has started to dip, end quote. Is that true? The Power Panel, Eric Metaxas, New York Times bestselling author and radio host, John Summers, former communications director for former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. Eric, I want to start with you. That's a strong accusation and statement. Is it true?
It doesn't really sound like an accusation. I mean, I think it's simply, I think it is true. Listen, I think that the issue is that you have a party, the Democrats, that are so anti-Trump that they've ceased caring about ideas. And when you really don't know who you are, whoever talks the loudest gets to determine where you go. So the radical left has pushed the party genuinely, this is no longer a metaphor, to be the party of baby killing, right? Now, you know, we are now advocating for late-term abortions, but everyone in America knows those are babies. Like, so when you get that radical, it's bad. And then it's also identity politics. I mean, if you don't have ideas, you put forward, like, you know, we have a black woman. And you think, okay, America, maybe 15 years ago, we would say, well, that's interesting. We need to give a black woman a chance. But in this day and age, we actually look at ideas because we are post-racial, right. We're post-sexist. So it's kind of empty, I think.
I want to give John Summers a chance to push back on any of that he would want to.
Yeah, well, clearly there are ideas, and that's why the Washington Post wrote what they wrote. So Eric clearly hasn't been paying attention to what Democrats have been talking about. Democrats have been talking about the issues that are actually important to the American people. You know, we saw that, you know, the Republicans are used to campaigning on fear. They've been doing it since the dawn of time, and that's how this administration has been governing for the last 2 years.
You don't think killing babies is scary?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, so let me talk, please. So, you know, the reality is we're actually talking about ways to increase access and affordability to health care. Republicans are out there talking about how to take it away. 59% of the American people actually feel that the Trump economy is working for the rich. And so they're starting to feel left behind. So I think they felt like they get, well, it's a poll, so you can dispute it if you like.
All right. I want to step in there because you were kind of talking while John was talking anyway, Eric, so I want to get in there with this. Why are Democrats talking about the abortion rights right now? And there's a whole lot that we could push back in terms of your facts on that, Eric. We could go all day long on percentages of people who say they are for and against things. But let's just stay with John for just a second on that. So why would you go for this cultural issue when it was proven last time around with Hillary Clinton, you guys needed an economic message? John?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking that question of Eric. Leading with an economic message, that's where people are. I mean, you look at the 2018 midterm elections, right? President Trump is out there, you know, campaigning on a wall, while what Americans really wanted to hear was a plan for middle-class tax cuts and health care. And that's one of the reasons why we were able to win back the House. That's still where Americans' concerns lie today.
Eric and John, I will bring you back on another day. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harris.
I'll be right back.